Hello there, welcome back to Cava the Shoe, step-by-step walkthrough on how this platform works. This is going to be video number 6, understanding the pickups. I believe many people are very curious about this platform, especially when they see the map. How is this going to work? Well, I'm here to show you that. Firstly, I need you to go to Google Play Store. I need you to go to search and search Cava the Shoe. I need you to download the app so you can try it out. Please make sure that you start with the very first video on how to set up the account. Now, this is what most people are curious about. What's going on here? It's fine, let me go and explain. So let's open the app. This will take a few seconds. Remember from the very first video, we created an account using Lexus. Let me tap continue, give it a few seconds to check if there's any new updates. And there isn't. The current version is 1.0.7, the time of recording. Tap login. Remember, I've already decided to check the box that says remember me for next time, meaning that I made it easier for you not to keep on entering your credentials, your email, and your password. Let's confirm the account. Tap profile. As you can see, this account was created 4 days ago, right? Now, let's go to pickups. That's what we are here for today. When you tap pickups, notice the very first thing that happens after tapping pickups. What do you see? Yes, you see an active map. There are a couple of things that we need to talk about. Where do I start? Firstly, there are about 65 locations for the pickups. So how does a pickup work? I'm going to explain in detail, but just to give you the high-level overview. Each and every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, those are the days where we are operational. There's a specific route that we have to follow. That route on that particular day, say Monday, has about 11 locations that we need to make a stop at. Those will be our pickups. What will happen, I'll explain further. Make sure that you stay tuned. But this is where you need to understand before you can even request for our services. You need to study the pickups. Don't worry about the drop-offs for now. Just understand the pickups. So I said there are about 65 locations. Yes, we do work even on Saturdays. Unfortunately, not on Sundays. But please note this. The number of locations, for now, there are 65. They might increase to cover other areas or other suburbs. I intend to cover Fauna, intend to cover Pellissier, Vista Park, Small Street. I intend to cover a lot of other places. But you have the option now to do a couple of things. You can zoom out on the map, whether using your 2 fingers or just tap on the minus so you can see the high-level overview of the location. We are primarily in Bloemfontein, Mangaung. You can zoom in. You can do that. The most important thing is, where are you? I need you, if you're using this app, trying it out for the very first time, please enable the location permission so that when you tap on this guy, it's able to show you where you are currently. And that blue dot will show you where you are. This will help you to understand that are there any pickups nearby. And as you can see, a little bit of a distance, but not really that far, but you can zoom in on where you are and see the place in detail, right? So let's zoom out again. Now, you can continue. You see Taflate, we are there, and then Freedom Square, there we are. Namibia, we are covered. We are at Limo Mall. Bloomside, we are covered. Twin City, we are there. Pelinomi, you can see we are there. Bochaibela Palming, we are covered. And I believe Bato, we are covered. And let's see, even where's this area? Oh, Central Park, CBD, yes, we are indeed covered. Let's see what else. Lingau Testing Center, we are covered. Say Truck, U of the South Campus, Montero, Blumanda, even Phase 2, right? So those are the actual pickups. But how does it work? Today it's Friday, meaning that I will show you there's a video for schedule. If you click on the menu, you'll see there's a schedule. I'm not going to talk about schedule yet, but if you want to understand what are the active locations for today, Friday, this is how it helps. All these pickup locations that have a color coding orange, those are the active ones for the day, right? So if you scroll up, as you can see, there's a blue one. We'll talk about what the blue one means. Then there's a gray one. What does the color code gray mean? So if you can count, there's a 4 gray, 1 blue, so that makes 5. Then there's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So approximately in a day, we cover about 11 locations or 11 pickup points in a day. That's Monday until Friday. But on Saturday, we cover only 10. Right. So what does the color coding mean? The color coding gray mean we've been to these locations. Then this one, the bluish one, says we are currently at this location, the blue one. These orange ones, they clearly mean that after this blue one, we'll go to the next location that is still orange. So how does it work? Let me start with the very first one. Did you know that you can get more information about these pickup locations? And how do you do that? You tap on the pin. So let me zoom in. There's a very first one. If I tap on the pin, see what it does. It shows the name of the pickup, which is Marang Intermediate School. And that will be the address. But there's more information about that location, specifically pickup. I need you to note a couple of things. The pickup ID, you'll hear more about the pickup ID. That 2N9PO, it's a unique pickup ID for Marang Intermediate School. All the pickup locations have their own unique name, address, pickup ID, and then what's important is this. It's a pickup scheduled today. You only see yes or no. So meaning that this one says yes. It was scheduled today, whether or not it's active or it was active, or whether active means are we going to that particular location, yes or no. Then there's a pickup time. These are the time you find us there at this location on these time frames from 9 a.m. until 9:30. So what is the approximate time that we spend at each location? That will be 30 minutes, not more, 30 minutes. We start to operate exactly at 9. By 9:30, we are moving to the next location, and you find us at the next location. Finally, there are pickup notes. The pickup notes might change. That's the only thing that might change, meaning that where are you going to be based at that particular day on that particular pickup location. Sometimes it's going to be raining, so we're going to be stationed under something or close by something, but just make sure that you read the pickup notes. Then there is an icon next to the pickup ID. We'll talk about that. Right. So if you want to dismiss, you can tap anywhere or you can slide this guy down. Now, that's the first one. That was active. Then there's a second one. I want to show you this in detail. Paradise Hall. We were there from 9:45 until 10:15. It also has its own unique pickup ID. Let's move on to the next one. Then the third one is St. Bernard High School. It has its own pickup ID. We were there from 10:30 until 11. Now going to the fourth one. This one is a BP Action Filling Station there in Botshabelo. It has its own pickup ID and its own time frame. Now finally, let me show you the current active one. This shows where are we currently, which is from 12 o'clock until 12:30. This is where we are, which is BAW Aluminum Works. Some people, they know Base Jagger, so it's close by the Shell garage in Palming, right? But if you don't know how to get to this location, what you can do when you have picked it, tapped on it, note next to the zoom and zoom out, there are two other icons. These are built in, meaning that these are Google Map. So if you want to get the direction, you tap on the very first one where there's an arrow. Give it a second. So it will take it where you are currently if you have enabled locations permission, and it will show you the takes. So that's how you get to that one. So let's go back to the app. So that's how you get to it. So after this one, from 12:30, we will be moving 15 minutes to get to this location, the next location. I hope it makes sense, which is Sechaba Lounge. We'll be there, and then we'll be there from 12:45 until 13:15. If you have any questions, please make sure you leave them down on the comment section, right? You can even ask via the WhatsApp or on all our social media platforms, particularly about this. This is a critical one. We are there to pick up your shoes. That's the purpose of pickup page. You see where we're going to be at what time. If you can't make it this one, where we are currently at, which is Bao Aluminum Works, you can meet us on the next location. Just make sure that when we arrive, you are already there. You don't have to spend enough time with us. You just make sure that you drop your shoes. It will take about 3 to 5 minutes max. When you have spotted that's where we are, and then you bring your shoes, whether it's one pair of shoes, 2 or 10, it doesn't matter. We'll be there. There are many questions. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to answer them right now, but leave them, and then I'll make sure that I'll answer specifically. If you want me to do a follow-up video and explain something, I'm happy to do so. Then there's something else that you can do. Let's say, for example, you can also check the locations are not active. Let's take a random one. So this one is the Thoughts Lounge, right? It has its own pickup ID, NG1ZB. It's easy to remember. NG1ZB. Say you are moving around, but you remember that pickup ID or you have written it down. You can use our search feature. You tap at the top right corner, and then this is where you're gonna make it easy for you to do what? To enter the pickup ID. So NG1Z. Okay, now I forgot it now. Let's go. We need one more character. Okay, but you can make it easy and write it down. NG1ZB. Okay, let's see. Let's move away from that location. Let's go back to search. ZB. I only have to do B. I need you to note something, which is the most important thing. It's case insensitive. Whether you use a capital N, capital G, capital Z, it's case insensitive, right? Now, if I click or tap search, look what it does. It moves me to that specific pickup location. But say, for example, you go and type in, let's remove that, B and go with K, and we hit search, it will show you that it cannot be found. You need a pickup ID to make a request on the services. This is a very important thing. If there are more questions, please feel free to ask. Finally, what if you want to go back to the active ones? Oh, well, there's a search icon you can tap on next to, or there's a refresh icon next to search one. Tap on it. It will move the map to the current active location. Note the time is 12:29, and we said we are here until 12:30. Do you see that? What's going to happen while you are inside the app? Let's zoom in and let's move around for the next few seconds until the time hits 12:31. All right. So remember, you can zoom in, zoom out, and check the locations. Remember the color coding. The gray means we've been there, right? And the sequential, right? And then the blue means we are currently there at that particular location. The orange means that we are still coming. And the last one, let's go entertain the last one. If I tap on the last one, the pin, we are at Lekgolong and Kailan schools, meaning that, Lekgolong and Kailan, they are next to each other, but I'll be outside under the tree. Those who school there, or those who know the environment, the place they know, do you understand? At the corner that joins both of the school, I'll be there, right? So now we start to work from 9 a.m. until 5. So this will be the last one. We're going to be there from 4:30 until 5, 30 minutes only. And then what's going to happen is we're going to leave at 5. What happens if you're unable to get there? Maybe you arrive at 17:05. That's a good question. Please make sure you leave all the questions that you might have, because this is critical. This is a part of the engine of Cava the shoe, right? So if you arrive at 17:05, unfortunately, you'll see that the location is inactive with the color coding of gray, and then we can't help you if that's the case. I hope that makes sense. Okay, now it's 12:31. What's going to happen? Let me just do this. We know this was active. Let me just move it. But if you now refresh the page, check this. That blue now goes away because it's no longer active. So the app is smart enough. I've designed this app to be smart enough to understand that, listen, at this time, we're no longer here. This now becomes active, which is the aluminum works. We are now leaving at this time. We are going to the next location, which is Setšhaba Lounge. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, because this is something that will help you to expedite the process. We'll talk more about the drop-offs. This is a pickup. We're going to be there to pick up the shoes that you need us to wash and clean. They may be filthy, they may be muddy, they may be dirty, they may be smelly. It doesn't matter. If it's a washable shoe, we are here to provide our services using Cava the Shoe platform. Thank you, and until next time.